Welcome to Dragon's Den on the Red Button. Now, it takes a lot of courage to face the dragons, and only the very best entrepreneurs make it through. But once they're invited to the den, what does the day of filming have in store for them? We're taking an exclusive look behind the scenes to find out. Also on tonight's show, we hear more from Mark Richardson and discover why Theo and Deborah Meaden decided to jointly invest £100,000 in his licensed glove product. Now, earlier this evening, Macclesfield entrepreneur Mark Richardson secured an offer of investment of £100,000 from Theo and Deborah Meaden, which could change his business forever.
It'll stay with me for the rest of my life. It was an incredible experience, and yeah, very, very lucky to get two fantastic dragons on board.
I invest in people. And certainly Mark ticked those boxes.
I think Mark's got a clear understanding of his business as it is, but I do think that there's a whole range of new markets that we really do need to attack. And I think that's what Theo and I will be bringing to him.
So I think the business can grow, and I think he's capable of growing the business with a bit of mentoring, of course.
Well, look, you came in with a big number, but the right level of equity. That's
that was smart. That was good.
Yeah,
that was good, because otherwise it wouldn't have been worthwhile doing.
No.
We're taking a gamble on you.
I know you are, yeah. And I appreciate that, I really do. On the day of filming, felt incredibly nervous. It's a case of trying to get as well prepared as you can mentally, not to fluff your lines, of course. And then when you walk into the den, you're just presented with 5 dragons, and a very iconic picture is burned upon my memory. Hello, my name is Mark Richardson, and I'm here today looking to secure £100,000 in return for a 40% stake in my company, Bionic Gloves Technology Europe Limited. I've recalled it probably 100, 500 times in my head, in various situations, with friends, family. I don't think anything can quite prepare you for that particular situation when you have nerves and adrenaline. But I think it went well.
Look, Mark came in with a glove. I've got to say, it didn't knock me out.
I remember the last glove that came into the den was a one-handed glove to teach you to drive on the left-hand side when you came off the ferry. What a different story this glove was. I'm surprised to be investing in a glove, but this isn't just a glove. This isn't just any glove.
Look forward to taking any questions, but first of all, I'd like to demonstrate the product to you. Peter?
I'd love to do it.
Peter volunteered, which I was quite pleased about, because I didn't think Hillary was particularly dressed for golf. And then Peter hit some balls, and he seemed to like the product. You know, he was quite engaged at that point.
Mark.
Hillary.
What you really have then is a master license agreement.
Yes, it is, yes. I don't have any intellectual property rights over the product, but I think within any marketplace there's a place for a good quality product, and I think that's what this is all about.
Could I have a look at it, please?
Certainly, Hillary, yeah. During the cross-examination of the contract, she had concerns over how the agreement was structured. And I hope that we look back at one point and realise that was a eureka moment, because we have subsequently put that in the hands of 2 legal teams and have really beefed the contract up. That's really why these people are as successful as they are. You know, they leave nothing to chance, and obviously they've got a very clear eye for details.
It's not an investment for me, and I've got to say, I'm out.
Fortunately, Mark, I'm out.
Ultimately, I just don't want to invest in something that we can't control, own. So, Mark, that's the reason, and only the reason, why I'm going to say I'm out.
Thank you, Peter. It was a disappointment that I lost Peter. I think 2 of the categories that we offer, one being golf and one being tennis, and I know that Peter follows both sports very closely. Having said that, it gets a little bit clearer when you know people have declared out, because then you can focus on the people who are still in.
I liked Mark. It was very concise, professional, business-like. There was something about it.
I'll offer you £50,000 for 20%.
From a sense of initial euphoria about Theo coming on, you know, attention quickly switched to, hang on a minute, I'm only halfway here.
Mark's one of those people. Sometimes people come into the den, you get a sense you're kind of going to have to run their business for them. Mark was completely the opposite. You know, he clearly knew his staff. He demonstrated that he could already sell the product. He knew where he was going. I was convinced that all he wanted was a bit of support, a bit of guidance, and a bit of cash. And that's what we can offer. I'm going to match Theo's offer.
Seem to remember lip reading I'm in, and then thinking, well, this is it. I think, what happens now? Do I go forward and shake her hand, and do I kiss her, or what do I do? I mean, quite honestly, I just wanted to hug both of them.
For me, as the pitch went on, I could see some of Neil Westwood at Magic Whiteboard in him.
Magic Whiteboard allows you to create a portable whiteboard from a roll anywhere in seconds. We have secured the sole and exclusive distribution and selling rights in the UK and Ireland.
He had a product that he was licensing, and it's been one of my best investments. Pays me dividend every few months. Brilliant. I do that jointly with Deborah. So it was no coincidence that Deborah saw exactly the same thing.
I think it was your tenacity and your understanding of what you could do with it that did it for me.
Absolutely. When we did Neil and Magic Whiteboard, he had a similar type of agreement. And we had just tied up a little bit and tighten it.
No, I'm delighted to have you both, I think.
And then we'll introduce you to some of the other investments as well, and you see how we work with them, and you'll be able to. I mean, it's quite a little network now, isn't it? So they all talk to each other, and we all get together, and we mentor each other, help each other, and that's what it's really all about.
And you'll be pleased to know there's one thing everybody's got in common: A, we make money, and B, we like each other and have fun.
Correct.
So that's
fantastic.
And above all else, we never forget to make money.
All right.
Well, and have fun.
And
make money.
That's it for another week. But don't forget, the Dragon's Den website has plenty of information about past and present entrepreneurs, as well as information on how to apply yourself. You can also follow us on Twitter at BBC Dragon's Den.